Hello, this is Brother Ken Cermak, your missionary to the country of Papua New Guinea. Just coming to you for a few minutes here with some prayer requests. I'd like you to remember, if you could, my family and I are very, very close to ending this chapter known as Deputation and getting to the mission field of Papua New Guinea. And we're very excited about that. We were just shy of our support. We're about 96.5, almost 97% of our support. And we really thank God for that. He's just really come through, even in spite of this pandemic. And God has just shown himself to be in control of this whole thing. And for that, we're thankful. We're thankful for all of you that have partnered with us, both financially and prayerfully. We do thank you for that. Ask that you continue to do both those things. We need your prayers more than anything moving forward. That's the reason for this video, but we also need your support as we head to the mission field financially. And that's the reason for this quick video. We've got a few issues I'd like you just to remember. If you would, our application for visas to get into Papua New Guinea is in the system right now. Without taking a lot of your time to explain how that works, it's basically a two-step process. First, you apply for a work permit, or what would be known kind of in our country, kind of like a green card type thing. It's basically an approval to come and do work in their country, whether it be for wages or for volunteer labor. Obviously, ours is under a missionary heading, and we have a missionary work permit. We've applied for that. First, you have to apply for that. Once that comes back approved, you can then apply for entrance visas for the 3 years of that work permit, and you would apply for that for you and for all my dependents, my wife and 5 children. So we have applied for the work permit, and that work permit has come back in record time. We have that approved. We have that in our hand. We received that at the end of November. But the Papua New Guinea government kind of goes down to a skeleton crew over the Christmas holidays for about 4 weeks. And so, though we've submitted all of our necessary paperwork, we've submitted everything they've asked for in regard to visas, we might be facing this 4-week shutdown, which could delay what is normally a 4-week process. Now, this doesn't sound like long periods of time, but we're just that anxious to get to the mission field that we're asking you to pray for something specific. The lady in Papua New Guinea who is handling our applications has put the stamp or the caveat on the paperwork, if you want to call it that, or the disclaimer on our application, that she'd like this to be an urgent application. Folks in the office have assured us that they're going to try to do their best to expedite this and get it through. So our visa application is now being expedited. And we're just asking that once again, you would join us and pray that God would show himself in a mighty way and get that thing approved. If we can get this approved by the 1st or 2nd week of January, we can go ahead and book our tickets right away with a 2 or 3 week lead time, and we can be on a plane leaving this country around the 1st or 2nd week of February. And when we get to Papua New Guinea, we'll have to do some quarantine things. But we're asking you to pray for that if you would. Pray for our visa application. We have the support that we need. We're a couple percent short of that. We have meetings scheduled up until the time we leave. So we trust that'll come in as God's been so faithful to do already. We have our support. We already have got a buyer for our camper. We have a lot of our things already on a container being shipped over there. We are ready to be there, at least emotionally and spiritually. We're excited. We're ready to go. The airlines are booking tickets for us to fly. When we arrive in Papua New Guinea, we'll have to do a 2-week quarantine. And I'll give you some more details on that in the future. Kind of the standard government requirements, some missionary fellowship agencies have been approved to do their own quarantines for missionaries. So we may be able to get a more comfortable quarantine situation. We'll still have to quarantine for 2 weeks, but we are perfectly fine with that. And we're just excited to be moving forward. So we're asking you, if you would, just take a few minutes of your day, if you would remember us between now and just now into January, if you would remember us, the Cermak family, that we might see these visas get approved quickly so that we can book our airplane tickets far enough in advance to be able to be good stewards of the funds that we have set aside for that. So we ask that you pray for us. Thank you for your prayers up to this point. Please do not quit praying for our family. Well, we definitely need it. We trust that our deputation has not gone as good as it has gone without your prayers. We trust that our support has not been raised as quickly had it not been for the prayers of saints. And we're trusting that moving forward in these phases of getting approvals and getting visas and even our work permit coming back, it's all going to be based on the prayers of saints. None of this is our ability. God will show himself strong, but we need your prayers. So we ask that you'd remember us. Even now, I believe I'm making this at about my time. It's 5 o'clock or so on a Wednesday, and many of you might be preparing for prayer meeting tonight. So if you would remember the Cermak family in your prayers, that we might see our visas approved so we can head to Papua New Guinea and get busy doing the work that God's called us to do. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, every one of you. God bless. Have a wonderful day.